Keystone, Colorado, East Ranch subdivision. This home behind me is amazing, beautifully remodeled by the owners. Thanks to John Keith and Marco Del Zotto with Live Sotheby's International Realty for letting us tour for you guys today. So let's start on the exterior of the home. What's really nice about the East Ranch neighborhood is that there is snow removal that's included in your HOA costs, which are about $335 a month. So they'll remove all of the snow up into the driveway. So you just need to have somebody or yourself plow just this short little section of driveway. We got a 2-car garage here, beautiful timber frame construction. I love the color choices here, and then the stone veneer on the bottom looks incredible. As you can see, we're finally in springtime here in Summit County, so the landscaping is absolutely beautiful. They have an irrigation system all plumbed in, and the water just shut off right for the video, of course. And the landscaping looks absolutely beautiful. I love the 3-tiered retaining walls that they have here with that beautiful limestone. And then we come over into the front entry of the home. Again, we've got more flagstone coming down into the front entry. And then you've got this grand entrance here. Actually, one little detail I wanted to note was this beautiful wrought iron railing here with these custom spindles. I love the way that looks. Absolutely beautiful. And so yeah, now we've got our big grand entry coming into the home. We've got this beautiful wooden door, and something you'll notice as we walk through the home, the contrasting light wood with the black or dark brown inlay there looks absolutely incredible. Again, adds a nice little depth to the home. So let's go inside and check it out. All right, welcome in. So you're greeted right away by the stone flooring here, and then we've got a coat closet and little mudroom area here with some antlers as your coat racks if you wanted to use it as that, as well as a coat rack right behind Stephanie there. And then as you can see, we have a little skyway going across, but let's walk right into the living room to see all of the remodeling that has been done in this home. So we've got some beautiful porcelain tile down on the floor here that they went with that marble color, that white color that really opens up the space and brings in a lot of natural light coming in from the windows. The views out there are insane. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But as you can see, grand open living, exposed trusses, big open kitchen and open living area. One of my favorite parts about this home is the wet bar here with the cabinetry to display all of your favorite liquors and wines. So for those of you who are connoisseurs, you're gonna absolutely love that. And then we come into the kitchen area here, and it's appointed very nicely. So I love this little breakfast nook they have here on this breakfast round table that you could use for game night. You could use it as a little tasting area for all of your favorite wines and liquors. And then we've got this beautiful concave center island here that is 2-tiered, and we've got some beautiful granite with some live edge here. And again, the cabinetry on this, absolutely beautiful, really cool drawer pulls with the maple leaves on there. And then we've got wash sinks everywhere, one that you saw over by the liquor cabinet, one right here, so it's easy for entertaining. And then we've got another center island here. So I guess it wouldn't really technically be a center island, 2 islands opposing each other, but 6-burner stove and a nice little chopping block here that obviously take this off and it becomes a griddle for making pancakes or eggs or bacon in the morning. And then you can see just countertop space everywhere in this home, and the stylistic choices in this home are absolutely incredible. Stephanie's pointing me away from the window because of the light, but you can see just how open it is. So these copper chandeliers have this beautiful torched look to them, something that you don't see in every home. I haven't seen in any homes that we've toured, so it's absolutely incredible. Just on the other side of the kitchen there, we've got beautiful views and outdoor living, which we'll talk about. But first, let's come into the living area and talk about the views that you get out here. One of the only homes in Keystone where you're actually getting views of Lake Dillon and the Gore Range together. Not very common out here, which is really nice. As you can see, ample space here and floor to ceiling windows to expose the natural light. We've got a brand new fireplace insert in here, which I haven't seen this brand yet. I love the way the copper contrasts against the stone. And then we've got these aspen log, faux log inserts in there. Again, haven't seen that yet, and I think it looks incredible. Beautiful wooden mantle with the termite or ant graining in there. And then obviously big vaulted ceilings to really open up the space in here. It is absolutely incredible. And then we've got ample room for entertainment in here. Got an 80-inch TV, and the space in here is just absolutely incredible. So let's go talk about the outdoor living, because I think that is the next highlight feature of this home. So into the outdoor living first, let's talk about the pantry here. Tons of space. So again, this home is just perfect for entertaining and hosting guests. And then we'll come outside, and one of the first things you notice when you step out here is the tile that has that wood grain in it, so it'll last a really long time, won't fade like regular wood will. And trust me, with the strength of the sun up here in the mountains, the sun absolutely fades the wood. So doing the tile was definitely a really smart choice. So we have space here for outdoor entertainment with the grill. Obviously enough space here for plenty of seating, and then the views out here are absolutely incredible. You're surrounded by the lodgepole pines, and what's really nice about the East Ranch HOA is that most of this land that you see here is HOA owned land. And you'll notice on this home that the envelope is very small. It's about 0.2 acres, which is basically just the size of the home, but all the land that you see is HOA owned, so you're not going to have neighbors building right up on top of you. And so for 360 degrees, you're not really looking at any homes. I kind of have to peer through the trees to even see a little bit of the siding of the next home, but there's really nothing there. So, I mean, when you're out here hanging out with the family, it just feels like this is your own private oasis, which I really love. And then again, the railing here, very much echoing the front with that custom wrought iron etching and the spindles there. And then, yeah, this is just absolutely so serene. And Stephanie's pointing over there. Yes, so we do have another entryway to the living area, which is very nice too. So you have this own little private nook if you kind of just want to get away from it all. Okay, we're gonna go inside and check out some more of the living space, but briefly I do want to mention that there is a spiral staircase leading downstairs to your hot tub, so stick around because we'll check that out. That hot tub is very serene and relaxing. But let's come back inside of the home. So just beside the kitchen and living area, we have this beautiful dining room with this beautiful centerpiece wooden table and these awesome chandeliers. Obviously, we've got some natural light coming in through the windows there, looking right at the pines. Incredible. We've got mudroom area there, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But first, let's check out the primary suite and extra rooms upstairs, because I think you'll really like this. So come on upstairs with me and we'll check out what we have. One of the best things about being up here in the skyway is that we've got pass-through light from the trusses and floor-to-ceiling windows to the windows up here in the vaulted ceiling. And so it's just very light and open. And one of the coolest things I want to show you about this home is the false bookshelf that we have right here. So this is actually your non-conforming 6th bedroom or office space. So once you open this up, you have truly one of the coolest offices that I've been in. I love the way that this is situated. Again, light passing through between both windows, the porcelain tile continuing throughout to keep the space nice and light. And then you've got this beautiful desk situated right here. Little reading nook if you wanna hang out and just read one of the many books that you have on your custom built-in bookshelf. You can see once this is all closed, you truly have total privacy here, and you can have all of your books, and you've even got a little wet bar up here, so if you want to have a drink in the middle of your workday, you can do that. Very cool. I love that. It's so cool. Okay, let's come across into one of the en-suites here. This one is really nice. So we've got full walk-in closet right here. This is actually not the biggest closet in the house, believe it or not. And then we come into the ensuite bedroom. Very plush carpeting. Love the custom wooden bed frame. In here, again, beautiful views of Lake Dillon and the Gore Range. And then we've got a gas insert fireplace right here, as well as the ensuite bathroom, which is just massive. By the way, this vanity is absolutely incredible. Clearly a custom wooden piece. Not exactly sure where it's from, but I mean, look, you've even got the keys in here. So that's very cool, very like old European styling. Double vanity sink, stall, shower there with steam. We've got a jacuzzi tub here, again, with windows joining at the corner to expose more views. And then the toilet room right there. And then one of the coolest things about this is, I guess you would call your Rapunzel balcony. So you can open this up and basically scream down to your servant, because if you're spending $6 million on a home, obviously you're gonna have a housekeeper or a servant, or let everybody know that you are the best person in this house, because look at you, you're literally vaulted above everybody, which is so cool. Now back on the main floor, let's check out, I guess what you would call our primary suite, although almost every room in this home really is a primary suite. First, we've got a really nice powder room right here with some beautiful texturing on the walls that would be used for your guests when you're entertaining. And then we'll come into the ensuite here. And so we've got this very spacious ensuite bedroom. I love this bed frame with the metal inserts into this wooden rod. It looks very unique. And then beautiful chandeliers on either side of the bed. And then you've got your own private balcony out here, as well as a gas insert fireplace. Let's take a step out here, just see how serene this is. So this is amazing. So some cool things out here, obviously incredible views of the mountains here. All I'm listening to is the birds right now and a little bit of a breeze. They've got a bird feeder right here that looks like it's set up to maybe a camera or something like that, which is really cool. So you get the birds coming out here, you get the peacefulness of the mountains, you've got the Colorado moss rock on the fireplace there. Looks incredible. You almost don't want to speak too loud because it is just so peaceful out here. And something I should also know about this community is that a lot of the neighbors out here refer to it as summer camp because it truly is a seasonal community. Most folks who live here come here in the summertime, right when the Keystone Ranch golf course opens, which by the way, right down the road from the Keystone Ranch golf course. So it makes it just the perfect summer getaway and really peaceful and serene pretty much year round. And so now we'll head off into the ensuite bathroom. But first, biggest closet in the house. Look how massive this closet is. This is crazy. And you've got washer and dryer inside of here too. Man, it is just crazy how like wealthy people are and how you can set up your home to be like this. It's, you know, I think that's probably bigger than our bedroom, honestly. And so here we've got another shower, another steam shower, which is really nice, totally spacious. You're looking at like 8 foot, 9 foot tall ceilings in there. And then this single piece copper tub is incredible. It's got the copper on the outside and maybe like a brass inlay on the inside, super cool. And then you've got this copper dimpled tiling going around, and then obviously natural light coming in with this beautiful chandelier. I mean, this is just like the vibe. It's the ambiance here is just insane. And then again, like look at this vanity area. We've got 2 sinks with the granite, again, the custom wooden vanity that you just won't see in any other home. And then that copper off-brown tiling going all the way up to the ceiling, and that window in there big enough to display some flowers or art. And then I love this frameless mirror. Actually, the frame I guess would be the lighting in the mirror. I mean, this bathroom is just set up so well. Okay, so there you go. That's the ensuite bathroom. Let's check out the downstairs living and that hot tub that we talked about. So now let's head downstairs. But one thing I did want to mention is that you've got this beautiful iron gate here that separates the main floor and downstairs living, which is great if you have kids or pets and you kind of just want to separate the living spaces. And then we'll go downstairs, down our beautiful porcelain staircase into our downstairs entertainment area. And this area is amazing. Even though it is on the lower level, you still manage to get vaulted ceilings, which is fantastic. So the first thing we want to talk about is the bar area back here, which is appointed beautifully. We've got, again, the two-tiered countertops here, perfect for entertaining and bringing your mixologist friend to make all of your favorite drinks. I love the mirror back here as it totally opens up the space. Again, another slop sink and all of the storage that you need for all of your liquor and beer. And then we've got a nice wine closet in there, which is fantastic. So set up just perfect. We've got the downstairs living, obviously very spacious. Really nice touch that I like that they added was the wood timber veneer. I'm not sure if that's part of the framing or if that's just a veneer or not, but either way, it kind of wraps around the whole bottom of it and it gives it that Breckenridge or Keystone Lodge feel, saloon type feel. So it feels like you're really away from home, even though you're just downstairs. We've got a beautiful moss rock fireplace, and then obviously plenty of space for game time, and then windows bringing in natural light. So if you wanted to hang out here during the daytime, it doesn't feel like you're in a dungeon, which is fantastic. And so now we've got a couple of ensuite bedrooms down here as well. But first, let's talk about the downstairs living, or I should say the downstairs outside living. So we've got more of that tile out here with that wood graining, and then we've got the moss rock veneer going up the beams right here, or the posts I should say. So we've got the footprint down here, which is slightly bigger than the one upstairs. And what's really nice is we've got our hot tub outside here. We've got some Adirondack chairs looking at the views of the mountains. And then what's really nice about down here is we've got these heaters just above me, so you can hang out here pretty much year round, and these heaters will keep the entire space warm. So you could watch the snowfall, and even though it's cold outside, you've got some heaters, you've got this gas fireplace right here. So everything is set up just perfectly for outdoor living. Okay, so let's talk about the landscaping out here before we head in and check out the rest of the home. Obviously, we've got some more steps here with the retaining wall, so it's perfect for you to set up the landscaping however you see fit. But one of the coolest things that they've done is the turf here for very low maintenance. And I guess another way you could think about that is, since you're right next to the ranch and golf course, this could almost be your little putting green. Maybe burrow a little hole there for your golf hole, and then you could literally just sit there and putt away. So very cool. And then again, guys, I can't even stress to you the peacefulness that you get out here with the views, surrounded by the pine trees. I'm pretty sure my dog was just barking at a moose or something, because he doesn't usually bark like that crazy, but clearly there was an animal around, otherwise he wouldn't have gone all crazy like that. So it's your own little private nature preserve back here, which is fantastic. All right, let's check out the rest of the interior of the home. So we come back in to the downstairs entertainment.
Right.
And then we've got bathroom right here, which can be used for the guests. And then we've got a fully appointed bedroom with another walk-in closet and some more windows bringing in natural light. And then walking across the massive entertainment space, bar is just incredible. So we've got another laundry room right here, washer dryer, and then we've got the kids room right here, set up with bunks, so you could sleep 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids down here. Probably even add an air mattress. Looks like there's a pull-out mattress there. 7 or 8 kids could sleep here pretty easily. Then we've got more access to the hot tub and outside area there. And obviously this would have to be painted over, but I thought this was very cute that the kids went and wrote their names over here, so they kind of have something to look forward to when they get back. How many friends can they bring to their mom and dad's or grandparents' cabin? Absolutely love it.